Today I made a video outside, and once again I encountered a problem that I've had many times before with this camcorder. The LCD screen of this nice little high-definition camcorder is really not all too good when being used outside. It just turns very dark and you can barely even see what you're shooting. So, unfortunately the little viewfinder that it has is pretty much useless. Not only because it has a rather low resolution, but also because this is a touchscreen operated camcorder and you can't operate the touchscreen when you're using the viewfinder, obviously. So, we're going to solve this problem today. I'm basically going to build what is called an LCD hood. I'm basically going to build a little box to go around the LCD screen of the camera to keep the sunlight away from there. So, now I've already taken all the measurements. Here we have a piece of cardboard. This is kind of, well, it's kind of wibbly wobbly, but it is a pretty stiff cardboard. And as you can hopefully see, I've drawn all the lines onto there. We basically have a part to go on top of the screen, then the two side parts, and a piece to go on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now with this is I'm going to go ahead and obviously the inside of the box, it would be best if that was black, because that way you don't get any reflections inside of the box, which makes it even more effective. So I found this sheet of black paper right here. It's just usual black paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the squares that I drew onto the cardboard, and when I'm done with that, we're going to go ahead and stick the black paper onto the back of this cardboard. And there we go. There we have our little squares. And I'm now going to glue the black paper onto the back of this. The back, that is important. You don't want to glue the paper over your markings that you've made. So we just go ahead and get some glue onto the back of this. And I always prefer to use this kind of wet glue because from what I've found out, those stupid glue sticks never stick properly. Okay, that should be enough. So now we'll just go ahead and stick this onto our black paper. Like this. And then we just go ahead and press that onto there, like this. I always use a sheet of used paper for that, so that I don't get my hands dirty. So that has to dry up now, so we're going to wait a couple of minutes and then I'll be back. And here we are, a bit later on. The cardboard started doing something that we don't want it to do. It started to warp. So I just put a heavy book on top of that. So hopefully if I now take that away, it's going to be all nice and flat. And there it is. The cardboard stuck to the black paper. So now we're just going to cut that out and cut all around there. And here we have the squares all cut out, and if I now turn them around, as you can see, they are all black. So now I want to go ahead and get out the X-Acto knife, wherever that is right now. And there it is. and just get a ruler, and we're just going to make a bit of a cut on the lines that we've drawn. Don't cut through the paper. Don't cut through there. Just a little bit, so that you can easily go ahead and fold the cardboard over. Okay, and now we can hopefully go ahead and fold this. Yep, there we go. Fold this over. Oop, cut a little bit too deep there. It's not looking quite right. There is the next one. And that's it. There it goes. As you can see, we now have a nice little box thing. Outside has just the usual cardboard. The inside is black. So the next thing is going to be to put this together. And for that, you may want to go ahead and use something different than I am going to use. I'm just going to use the classic brown packing tape, because that seems to be the right kind of thing for this task. So just want to get a little bit of that for right now. Put that onto here, like that. There we are. There is our box. And now we're, well, let me just get the camera. There it is. Let's just see how well that fits. Well, it definitely does fit. It does fit pretty well, as you can see. Now, of course, we have to get this box to hold on the screen of the camcorder. For that, I'm going to use some rubber band. And I'm running out of tape on my camcorder that's recording this. Here is a rubber band we're going to use. It's just some black rubber band. So go ahead and cut 2 pieces to put onto the box. Obviously those 2 pieces have to be long enough to fit around the back of the camcorder screen. And here I have the 2 pieces of black rubber band, and as I found out for my camcorder, it's quite easy. The screen is not all too big and too thick, so it's enough if I just wrap the rubber band around the box loose. You don't want to have this all too tight. It has to be kind of loose. So there is that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these rubber bands onto the cardboard with just my usual glue. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I guess we'll have to find out. So I'm just going to get some clamps to hold this on, and then we're just going to see what happens, how it turns out. So just apply some glue here, little more than necessary, I guess, but and there we have the rubber band in place, right there and right there. And now, of course, that also has to dry a little bit before we can continue. And here we are a little bit later. I took the laundry clamps off, and as you can see, the rubber bands are holding on. They're holding on really well. I'm surprised at how much of a good job this glue actually did. So it's now time for a first test. Here's the camcorder, and I guess you all know how this is going to work. We're just going to stretch the rubber bands a little bit and get this to fit onto the camcorder screen. Like that. And as you can see, it works perfectly. There it is. So, the last thing to do is I want to try to make the outside of this box look a little nicer and make it a little more stable. For that I returned to the black paper and I cut another 6 centimeter wide stripe, and we're going to glue that all around this box, and well, hopefully it's going to hold on there. Okay, so a nice little mess right here, but got this all wrapped into the black paper, so it's going to look a lot nicer. So we're now going to wait some more time until that has all dried up, and then we're going to take a final look at the whole thing. And here we are later on, and the glue has dried up, so it's time to remove all of our clamps, and then we can go ahead and take a look at the finished product. There it is. There it is. Rubber bands, so holding on really well, as you can see. The 2 layers of paper, just the paper and the glue around both sides of the cardboard, actually made this really stable, and it's actually so stable, you can't fold it anymore without damaging it. So you can see it's pretty stable. So now here we have the camcorder, and once again it's time to put this on. Just slide it on from the side. Put the rubber bands on. Some adjustments. And there it is. There it is. The LCD hood. There it is, and now I won't have any more problems seeing what's being shown on the LCD screen in bright sunlight. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.